You need to hear this before you even think about buying a Ford. What I'm about to expose will save you from years of frustration and thousands of dollars in repair bills that Ford knows are coming but won't tell you about. These aren't minor inconveniences or subjective complaints. These are engineering disasters that have been documented across hundreds of thousands of vehicles, and they're still being installed in brand new Fords rolling off the assembly line today. If you currently own a Ford or you're considering buying one, the next few minutes could be the difference between reliable transportation and a money pit that destroys your bank account. Look, I'm not here to bash Ford just for the sake of it. Ford has built some genuinely legendary vehicles over the decades, but somewhere along the line, something went terribly wrong. Cost-cutting measures disguised as innovation, engineering shortcuts masked as technological advancement, and design decisions that prioritize initial sale price over long-term ownership experience. The result is a lineup of vehicles with fundamental flaws that will cost you far more than you saved on the purchase price. What makes this even more infuriating is that Ford knows about these problems. They've issued technical service bulletins. They've quietly extended warranties on certain components. They've settled class action lawsuits, but they keep building vehicles with the same catastrophic flaws because fixing them would cost too much money. Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on the features that Ford desperately hopes you never learn about until it's too late. Let's dive in. Feature number 1. The EcoBoost engine's catastrophic coolant intrusion. Let's start with what Ford marketed as revolutionary technology, the EcoBoost engine family, particularly the 3.5-liter and 2.7-liter variants. On paper, these engines sound fantastic. Turbocharged power, impressive fuel economy, towing capability that rivals much larger engines. Ford slapped these engines in everything from F-150s to Explorers, marketing them as the future of American performance. But here's what the marketing department won't tell you. These engines have a fundamental design flaw that causes coolant to leak into the cylinders, destroying the engine from the inside out. The problem stems from poorly designed intercooler connections and cooling system components that fail prematurely. When coolant gets into your combustion chambers, it washes away the protective oil film on your cylinder walls, leading to catastrophic wear, misfires, and eventual complete engine failure. The truly evil part of this design is how it fails. You won't necessarily see coolant puddles under your truck or warning lights on your dashboard. The coolant slowly disappears into your engine, and by the time you notice rough running or loss of power, the damage is already done. You're looking at a complete engine replacement, which can cost anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000 depending on your model and where you get the work done. Ford has extended warranties on some model years, but if you're outside that coverage window, you're completely on your own dealing with this design defect. Feature number 2, the dual-clutch PowerShift transmission nightmare. Moving right along to what might be Ford's most infamous engineering disaster of the past 2 decades, the PowerShift dual-clutch transmission. Ford installed this transmission in the Focus and Fiesta from 2011 through 2016, and it's been an absolute catastrophe. This isn't just an unreliable component. This is a fundamentally flawed design that Ford knowingly sold to hundreds of thousands of unsuspecting customers. The PowerShift was supposed to combine the efficiency of a manual transmission with the convenience of an automatic. What it actually delivered was shuddering, jerking, slipping, overheating, and premature failure. The clutch packs wear out in as little as 30,000 miles under normal driving conditions. The transmission control module goes haywire, causing erratic shifting and loss of power at the worst possible moments, like when you're merging onto a highway or crossing an intersection. Ford knew about these problems before these cars even hit dealer lots. Internal documents from a class action lawsuit revealed that Ford was aware the transmission was defective, but decided to proceed with production anyway. They eventually settled that lawsuit for over $35 million. But that doesn't help if you bought one of these vehicles and you're stuck with repair bills that can exceed the value of the car. Some owners have had their transmissions replaced 3, 4, even 5 times under warranty, only to have the replacement fail just as quickly as the original. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Feature number 3, the Triton V8 spark plug ejection disaster. Let's talk about the legendary Triton 5.4-liter V8, and specifically the two-valve version produced from 1997 through 2003. This engine has a special place in automotive infamy due to one of the most absurdly dangerous design flaws ever approved for production. The spark plug threads in the cylinder head are too short, and under certain conditions, the spark plugs can literally blow out of the cylinder head. When this happens, and it happens with disturbing frequency, the spark plug shoots out of the engine with tremendous force. The threads in the aluminum cylinder head are destroyed, requiring expensive repair with thread inserts or even cylinder head replacement. But the real danger is what happens to that spark plug and the coil boot. They can damage other engine components, break the hood, or in worst-case scenarios, cause fires under the hood. Repairing blown spark plug threads costs anywhere from $500 to $1,500 per cylinder. And if it happens while you're driving on the highway, you could be stranded in a dangerous situation. Ford never recalled these engines despite the widespread nature of the problem. They simply recommended having dealers install the spark plugs with specific torque specifications, putting the burden on owners to pay for preventive measures that should have been addressed in the original design. Feature number 4, the timing chain and phaser failure epidemic. Now we're getting into problems that affect multiple Ford engines across different generations. The timing chain and variable valve timing phaser failures that plague Ford's overhead cam engines, particularly the 3.5-liter and 3.7-liter V6 engines. The timing chains stretch prematurely, and the cam phasers, which control variable valve timing, fail at alarmingly low mileage. When these components fail, you'll hear a horrible rattling noise from your engine, especially during cold starts. This isn't just an annoying sound. It's your engine telling you that internal timing components are on their way to catastrophic failure. If a timing chain breaks or jumps timing, your pistons crash into your valves, destroying your engine instantly. The repair for timing chain and phaser replacement typically runs between $3,000 and $6,000, and that's if you catch it before the chain breaks. The root cause is inadequate oiling to these critical components, combined with poor material quality in the phasers themselves. Ford has issued technical service bulletins acknowledging the problem and has even extended warranties on some vehicles, but many owners discover the issue after their warranty expires. The fact that this problem persists across multiple engine families and model years suggests Ford hasn't adequately addressed the underlying design flaw. Feature number 5, the MyFord Touch infotainment system. Failure. Let's shift gears and talk about something that won't destroy your engine, but will absolutely destroy your sanity. The MyFord Touch infotainment system that Ford installed in vehicles from 2011 through 2016. This system was Ford's attempt to create a high-tech, touchscreen-based control center for your vehicle. What they actually created was a laggy, freezing, crashing nightmare that makes basic functions like adjusting the temperature or changing radio stations an exercise in frustration. The system would freeze, requiring you to pull over and restart your entire vehicle. The touchscreen would become unresponsive at random times. Voice commands rarely worked correctly. And here's the kicker. Since Ford integrated critical vehicle functions into this system, when it fails, you can lose control of your climate control, your backup camera, and even your navigation. Ford eventually offered software updates to address some issues, but the fundamental hardware limitations meant the system was never truly fixed. What makes this particularly insulting is that these systems are expensive to replace if they fail outside of warranty. You're looking at $1,000 to $3,000 for a replacement unit, and that's for a system that was fundamentally broken from day one. Ford's solution was to rebrand and refresh the interface, but many of the underlying problems carried forward into newer systems. Feature number 6, the rear axle seal. Leak on F-150s. Here's a problem that's been plaguing F-150 owners for years across multiple generations. Rear axle seal leaks that cause differential fluid to escape, potentially leading to catastrophic rear-end failure. This affects both the 8.8-inch and 9.75-inch rear axles, particularly on trucks built between 2004 and 2014. The seals fail prematurely, allowing gear oil to leak out onto your brake components and the ground underneath your truck. If you don't catch this leak early, you can end up driving with insufficient lubrication in your rear differential, which causes the gears to overheat and destroy themselves. A rear differential rebuild or replacement can cost between $2,000 and $4,000, all because of seals that should last the life of the vehicle, but fail in as little as 50,000 miles. What's particularly frustrating about this issue is how common it is and how Ford has never addressed it through a recall or design improvement. They simply sell you new seals when the originals fail, knowing full well they'll probably fail again. Many F-150 owners have replaced their rear axle seals multiple times, each time hoping the new seals will last longer than the previous ones. Feature number 7. The aluminum body panel, corrosion and repair costs. Ford made a big deal about switching to aluminum body panels on the F-150, starting in 2015, touting weight savings and improved fuel economy. What they downplayed were the unique challenges and costs associated with aluminum bodywork. When these trucks get into accidents or develop corrosion issues, the repair costs are astronomical compared to traditional steel bodies. Aluminum requires special tools, special training, and special repair procedures. Most body shops can't work on these trucks properly, forcing you to go to certified repair facilities that charge premium rates. Even minor fender benders can result in repair bills that total the vehicle because the cost of proper aluminum repair exceeds the truck's value. And despite Ford's claims about aluminum's corrosion resistance, we're seeing galvanic corrosion issues where aluminum panels contact steel fasteners or supports, causing deterioration that traditional rust protection methods can't prevent. Insurance companies have caught on to this problem, and premiums for aluminum-bodied F-150s are often higher than their steel counterparts. When you factor in higher repair costs and increased insurance premiums, that fuel economy benefit from weight savings doesn't look quite so appealing anymore. Feature number 8. The 10-speed transmission. Harsh Shifting Ford partnered with General Motors to develop a 10-speed automatic transmission that was supposed to represent the cutting edge of transmission technology. Instead, they created a transmission that shifts harshly, hunts for the right gear constantly, and exhibits shuddering during low-speed acceleration. This transmission appears in F-150s, Mustangs, Expeditions, and other Ford products from 2017 onward. Owners complain about rough shifts that feel like getting rear-ended at stoplights, hesitation when accelerating from a stop, and a general inability of the transmission to figure out which of its 10 gears it should be in. Ford has released numerous software updates attempting to fix the shift quality issues, but many owners report that the updates only marginally improve the problem, or sometimes make it worse. The long-term reliability of these transmissions is still unknown, but the constant harsh shifting and hunting behavior suggests accelerated wear on clutch packs and internal components. Some owners have already experienced complete transmission failures requiring replacement under warranty, and we're starting to see a pattern of failures emerge as these vehicles accumulate higher mileage. Feature number 9. The cooling system design in police interceptors. While this primarily affects police interceptor versions of the Explorer and Taurus, it's worth mentioning because it reveals Ford's approach to thermal management. These vehicles, which see extended idle times and high-stress driving conditions, have inadequate cooling system designs that lead to overheating and engine damage. Carbon monoxide has even been found leaking into the passenger compartments of these vehicles, creating a genuine safety hazard for police officers. Ford eventually issued recalls and fixes for the carbon monoxide issue, but the underlying cooling system inadequacy remains. The fact that Ford built and sold vehicles to police departments with cooling systems they knew would be inadequate for the intended use case speaks volumes about their engineering priorities. If they're willing to compromise on vehicles used by law enforcement, what corners are they cutting on civilian models? Feature number 10. The broken door handle epidemic. Let's talk about something that seems minor until it happens to you. The epidemic of broken door handles across Ford's lineup, particularly on F-150s, Super Duty trucks, and Expeditions from 2009 through 2014. The interior and exterior door handles are made from cheap plastic that becomes brittle and breaks with normal use, leaving you unable to open your doors from inside or outside. This isn't just an inconvenience. When your door handles break, you can be locked out of your vehicle or potentially trapped inside in an emergency situation. The replacement handles are also made from the same inferior plastic, so they'll likely break again in a few years. Ford could have used metal door handles like they did in older models, but they chose to save a few dollars per vehicle at the expense of long-term durability and customer satisfaction. The bottom line. I want to be clear about something. I'm not saying every Ford is a lemon or that you should never buy a Ford product. What I'm saying is that you need to go into Ford ownership with your eyes wide open. These aren't isolated problems or rare defects. These are widespread, documented issues that affect hundreds of thousands of vehicles, and in many cases, Ford has known about them and chosen not to fix them properly. If you currently own a Ford with any of these problematic features, stay vigilant with maintenance, budget for expensive repairs, and consider extended warranty coverage if it's available. If you're shopping for a Ford, do your research on the specific model year and engine combination you're considering. Some Ford products are genuinely reliable and well-engineered, but others are ticking time bombs of expensive repairs waiting to happen. The automotive market is full of alternatives that don't come with these fundamental design flaws. Don't let brand loyalty or attractive financing cloud your judgment. Your financial security and peace of mind are worth more than any truck or car. Make an informed decision, and if that decision leads you away from Ford, that's probably for the best. Your wallet will thank you later.